23-year-old Hassan Kayondo, a resident of Komamboga, is now completely healed of tuberculosis. After taking TB medicine for 2 months, he stopped because all his symptoms had disappeared and he felt fine. Months later, he fell very ill. Fortunately, Mary Nkizi, a community supporter for Komamboga, traced Kayondo and helped him to get back on medication.
So yangamba nti sina kosa ddagala era n'enguma ne baddamu ne bankebera nemira amakerenda ne bankuba n'empiso bankuba empiso za myezi 2 ne bampa n'amakerenda ga mwezi 8 nengamira bulungi ne baddamu ne bakebera ekikolondolwa nga ndi bulungi ne bansiibula ne bampa ne certificate.
Mary Nkizi is one of the 40 community supporters trained under the partnership between AIDS Information Center and Track TB Project, which is managed by Management Sciences for Health. The project is supported by USAID and PEPFAR to increase case detection and treatment success rates in focus areas to meet national targets of reducing the TB burden.
Track TB started in 2013 and is going up to December of 2017. With the main objective is increasing the number of patients who are being detected with TB and those who are being treated and going on to completion. You know, the treatment usually takes about 6 months or 8. So the project aims to ensure that the number of patients are detected and also treated up to completion, so as to be able to help the nation achieve its objectives for case detection.
The Abundance model has got a number of components, and these components include strengthening of the existing services in the healthcare facilities. Make sure that there are more facilities that are strengthened or that are provided with the support to provide TB services to patients who go to them. The other part of the model is the integration of TB and HIV services. TB and HIV are strongly related. Then the other part of the model is to ensure that there is patient follow-up in the community to ensure adherence to treatment. There is also a community TB control approach that is under this model that ensures this component of ensuring patients, observation of patients on treatment in their community, health education in their community, contact tracing in their community is also part of the model.
Once one is confirmed to have TB, they are also tested for HIV to ensure that their management is integrated.
Once the patients come in the HIV clinic, we assess them on each visit for TB infection. So once they are identified to be suspects, which we straight away channel them to the TB focal person, who is a clinic officer, and right in the TB clinic, they are given the sputum bottles, that is if they can produce sputum, and it's taken for a GeneXpert. We are lucky that we have a GeneXpert machine, and you know that for TB assessment in HIV positive patients, it's best to be done using the GeneXpert machine.
Community linkage is an important aspect of the urban directly observed treatment DOTS model. Patients are allocated community linkage facilitators, CLFs, and helped to identify treatment supporters within their homestead to ensure that swallowing of medicine is supervised and observed daily, right from the first dose at the health facility to the subsequent daily doses at home. Patients are supported to attend monthly reviews till treatment is completed after 8 months.
The other part of the model is to ensure that there is patient follow-up in the community to ensure adherence to treatment. TB treatment takes about 8 months, and ensuring that there is swallowing of medication every day is not easy for the patients to remember every day and ensure that there is no one of them actually gets out of treatment before the time comes. So there is also a community TB control approach that is under this model that ensures this component of ensuring patients, observation of patients on treatment in their community, health education in their community, contact tracing in their community is also part of the model.
Track TB Urban DOTS implementation has facilitated community linkage facilitators who are supervisors and supporters Supervisors carry out supervision of community supporters to ensure they do their work correctly. This includes contact tracing, conducting health education, tracing treatment interrupters, tracing and referring presumptive patients.
As a community supervisor, I oversee the activities of TB within the division, and I work with a team of community supporters. I ensure that they follow up patients, because one of the key roles as a supervisor, I have to make sure that my patients within the division are well followed up from the start of treatment up to the end of treatment, so that we have good treatment outcomes. Then the other thing I do with them is to ensure that we link up the community to the facility. That's why actually we are called linkage facilitators. We link the community to the facility through going for contact tracing, whereby if we identified any patient at the facility, we make sure that we go to the community and find out whether there are other patients under that confirmed patient or the index case. So the other activity we do together with the community team or the community supporters is to make sure that every patient who has been confirmed is actually linked to care.
The community supervisors also collect data from health facilities and the community supporters.
When a patient is recorded, documented, for example, if in the unit register, unit TB register, we make sure that this patient is as well captured into the TB community register. Every community supporter has got a community register where these patients are recorded into. Such kind of suspects we are referred into the facility, later on confirmed, and still are recorded into the community register. So from the community register, these patients are transferred into the divisional TB register.
Track TB facilitates community supporters with mobile phones, airtime, transport and data storage tools like books and training manuals. This is to help them keep proper records and keep in touch with treatment supporters and TB patients to ensure adherence and timely reporting for doctors' reviews and medicine refills.
Batuwa ensawo zino zolaba, batuwa masimu, batuwa raincoat kati ngenkuba eno webadeze, tulina raincoat ennungi ezikoma waggulu, tulina gumboots zituyamba okulinnya awantu wonna eno ngaawo nsobola okulinnyawo kugamba kituyamba si kyokka batuwa transport. It's a very good thing. Batuwa transport atusobozesa okulambula buli mulwadde yenna, especially mu Kampala. Tusobola okommunikatinga n'abalwadde bonna. Omulwadde asobola okubuulira ebimukwatako ng'oli ku ssimu, airtime bamutuwa atumazaako omwezi omulamba. Kati omulimu gwange ogwaddala kwe kulondoola abalwadde ba TB okulaba nti bamalayo eddagala lyabwe, n'abo bwe tusuubira okuba nti bafunye okusinziira ku kontakiti oyo omuntu gwe tuba tulumbye mu community okumulambula. Abantu abo bonna tubasindika mu ddwaliro era bisinga obungi tubasanga balwadde.
Treatment supporters, who are usually close relatives of the TB patients, play the role of reminding patients daily to take their medicine. They also ensure that the patients actually swallow their medicine, as well as indicating this on their TB treatment card.
Every 2 weeks, strict no will say, we have to, tomorrow is hospital. You know, whenever it is time for hospital, she'll call, bros, tomorrow is hospital. In the morning, bros, wake up. We are going to the hospital. Then, when they give me to Martha, I said, you know, I should go back to my husband. Fine. She said, I'll be calling you. Whenever it is time for medicine, she'll flash me. Then I'll know it's time for what? Drugs. For drugs. In the morning.
Omuzuku satagana, niwo muzuku sasawa zezino ngamira nalonga eddagala leero likalubye nti mira ngalimira.
Yangune serebu encha.
The community supporters also have the role of referring suspects of TB infection to the nearest treatment centers. TB is airborne and family members or neighbors are at risk of infection.
Bampa transport alambula abalwadde bange bennina kuba nina bangi era ye bazimpa bwe bati nadduka misinde nenja nentuuka wa Nakaweesa okulaba embeera gy'alimu. bwe nasanga awo ne mbuuza ku baana abaali baliwo nga njagala nabo babakebere oba balina oba tebalina. Ekyo nakyo ne tukikola naye nga temuli mwana mulala yenna alina TB.
At Kawala Health Center, former patients now cured of TB, like Nakalima Fatuma, give their testimonies and conduct peer education to members of her community. This is a strategy of enhancing community awareness.
Following a doctor's advice, making sure anti doctor ngambye kino, you take that. Naye wogambira nti no, kati ndi busy, omulimu gunfuga, simayanga I'm busy in this kind of way. You're just giving in your life.
Marked improvement in adherence to medication has been achieved as a result of using treatment supporters and community supporters to ensure patients take their medication and go for monthly reviews in time. The patients and treatment supporters are also called and given counseling throughout. This encourages them to complete treatment.
Twaka TB okuva lwe yajja namba y'abantu abaali bafa TB yakendeerera ddala. Abantu aba default nga kudagala bakendeera abasinga bamalayo treatment yaabwe. Era oyinza okwekanga nti nno bwe tuba tubaliridde oyinza okulaba nti nno abalwadde 10 boolina kusobodde nga basatu bokka nga be bafudde obanga 6 aba defaultinze ate nga nabo tukyalwana okulaba nga Track TB nga bwetaddemu amaanyi tulwana okulaba nga neyo namba y'abantu 6 aba defaultinga nga tebakyali.
When you look at our lost follow-up has decreased by 54%. And to me, those are one of the beauties. And when you look at our results, as the lost follow-up is actually decreasing, our cure rate is increasing. And our cure rate has increased by about 57%. And again, when you look at the results, that increase in the cure rate and decrease in actually lost follow-up tends to coincide when we actually actively started implementing this urban DOTS model.
This holistic approach to treatment and management of tuberculosis in Kampala has so far proven effective. There has been increased numbers of TB suspects being referred to health facilities and those started, as well as those completing treatment.
Patients who started on treatment, 83% of those patients who had started treatment over the last 6 months, 83% are still on treatment, which is a very good sign for us because people can disappear, people can run away because of the treatment, people can get lost, but through these efforts of monitoring them, supporting them, and following them up, many of them have actually been retained in treatment, which is very, very positive.